The Kremlin clock chimes echo. Above is Red Square, the center of absolute power in Russia. Right beneath that heart, at a depth of 34 meters, exists a magnificent underground world, Ploshchad Revolyutsii Station. Stepping down here, you will feel an invisible weight. A dark space with walls clad in black and crimson marble. Pale yellow light casts from the wall niches, creating an eerie atmosphere, quite different from the usual splendor of the Moscow metro. Along the walkways are 76 life-sized bronze statues, the eternal residents of this station. They are soldiers, sailors, and workers. Idealized figures in a characteristic hunched posture. This hunched posture is no accident. It was a genius solution to fit the massive bronze figures into the narrow stone arches. They have stood there, quietly observing the passing crowds for over 8 decades, like demigods guarding the darkness. But few know that behind that silence were life and death battles of wits during the construction process. A death sentence once hung over architect Alexei Dushkin if the project failed to satisfy his superiors. Ultimately, it all created Moscow's strangest urban miracle, where history is frozen in bronze. These statues are not just art, they are witnesses to a turbulent era. Art Deco architecture combined with socialist realism creates a unique and unmistakable style. Every fold of clothing and every rifle was reproduced with absolute precision, according to Stalin's requirements. Let's explore deeper into the secrets buried underground in the Palace of the People. Moscow, 34 meters underground, an eternal legacy of the Soviet Union. On March 13, 1938, Ploshchad Revolyutsii Station was officially inaugurated, marking a historical milestone. Located in the heart of Moscow, it is the most important transit hub, connecting all the capital's lifelines. The name Revolyutsii Square carries a massive and sacred political responsibility. It had to be the absolute symbol of the October Revolution and the greatness of the Soviet state. Genius architect Alexei Dushkin, the creator of Mayakovskaya Station, was entrusted with the design. But here, he was not allowed to use his familiar light or airy style. Superiors demanded a monumental, heavy, solid, and deeply proletarian structure. Dushkin designed the station hall with 3 parallel tunnels connected by extremely low arches. The walls were clad in carnation red marble and bordered with polished black stone. Initially, he planned to create reliefs carved directly into the corners of the arches to tell a story. But the Soviet leadership did not agree with flat images. They wanted power. They called upon Matvey Manizer, the greatest Soviet sculptor of that time. Manizer brought a bold proposal: replace the reliefs with detached bronze statues. The statues were forced to crouch to fit within Dushkin's overly low arches. This was the starting point for a fiery artistic confrontation between 2 geniuses. Dushkin feared that the disjointed statues would ruin the elegant structure of the arches. He called them bronze invaders, weighing down his brainchild. But Manizer believed that only this physical presence could express class power. The debate raged fiercely in closed meetings of the Ministry of Public Transportation. Finally, the supreme order was given. The statues would be installed. 76 bronze statues, divided into 20 different character types, began to be cast. Each character is a cross-section of Soviet society, bearing the weight of the stone arches on their shoulders. And from here, one of the most tense mysteries in the history of the Moscow metro began to unfold. The setting is Ploshchad Revolyutsii station in 1938. Architect Dushkin and sculptor Manizer are standing in front of the low marble arches. Close-up of Manizer's hand measuring the narrow distance between the floor and the top of the curved arch. A difficult physical problem. Manizer decides to sketch the figures in a hunched position to fit the architecture. Installing the first statues. The bent-over posture of the statues fits perfectly with the arches. A wide view along the station corridor. A series of stone arches containing bronze statues, all in a hunched position. Close-up of the statues of a partisan and a border guard kneeling on one leg, holding their rifles. The group of peasant statues, a milkmaid and a farmer, all bent low. Close-up of Soviet students and athletes in a seated, bent, or bowed head position. The gloomy atmosphere of 1938. The Great Purge looms over the station. Critics whisper, "Why do Soviet people have to be on their knees?" The anxious faces of Manizer and Dushkin. Their lives are at stake. The night before the inauguration, Joseph Stalin personally arrives to inspect the station. Stalin descends the wooden escalator. The sound of his boots thumping on the stone floor echoes in the silence. Stalin stops before the statue of a Red Army soldier, observing in silence. Close-up of Stalin's face. Everyone around holds their breath in anticipation. Stalin exclaims, "As if they are alive," words that cleared all accusations. Manizer and Dushkin breathe a sigh of relief. The invisible death sentence has been lifted. The station is brightly lit for the inauguration. People pour in to admire it. People touch the bronze dog's nose, the start of a tradition for good luck. The entire grand space of the station is revealed. The statues have become immortal. Old archival footage alternates with the present. Ploshchad Revolyutsii station still stands firm. Close-up of the bronze statue's eyes, reflecting the pride of an era. Ploshchad Revolyutsii, a masterpiece underground. End of Chapter 3. A panoramic view of Ploshchad Revolyutsii metro station with its vibrant red stone arches, where 76 bronze statues are tucked away. Matvey Manizer's 76 statues are more than just art. They are a slow-motion film of Soviet history. Each archway features 4 symmetrical statues, creating a perfect balance within the grand architectural space. Starting at one end of the station are figures of the revolution, the guerrilla worker and the male soldier ready for battle. Following them are the agricultural farmer and the powerful sailor with a Mauser pistol at his hip. The image of the male sailor paired with the female pilot symbolizes military strength at sea and in the air. The border guard with his loyal dog and the female sniper are the guardians of peace. As you move to the center of the hall, war recedes, making way for miners and male engineers with industrial gears. Male and female agricultural workers appear with heavy sheaves of wheat, symbolizing the nation's prosperity. The presence of knowledge is shown through male and female students passionately studying with their books. A bright future is represented by male football players and fit female athletes, symbols of youth. In the final arches, family happiness appears with images of a mother and father in swimwear with their child. And the schoolboys and schoolgirls in young pioneer uniforms, the future of the regime. Manizer didn't just cast statues from his imagination. He cast them from real people, real-life heroes. The prototype for the sailor holding the pistol was Alexei Nikotenko, the legendary hero of the Baltic Fleet. The level of detail is incredible, from the wrinkles in the wool coats and the grain of the gun stocks to the resolute gaze of each character. The dark bronze against the red stone background creates a solemn atmosphere, like an ancient temple deep underground, where modern people walk among the great ghosts of the past, amidst a chronicle in bronze. These 76 masterpieces remain a permanent testament to a heroic era, a silent yet proud legacy. However, if the story ended with history and art alone, Ploshchad Revolyutsii would be nothing more than a cold museum. What gives this station its intense vitality is the magical interaction between it and the people of Moscow over the decades. From a rigid political monument, it has transformed into a sanctuary of urban legends. The most famous character here is a dog. Look for the statue of the border guard and the dog at the third archway. The bronze statue is pitch black, but its snout shines brilliantly. Legend has it that any student who rubs this dog's nose before an exam is guaranteed to get a perfect score. Millions of hands from generations of students and tourists have rubbed that nose for the past 80 years, wearing away the black patina, making it sparkle amidst the dim yellow lights. Nowadays, it's not just students. Everyone passing by reaches out for a gentle touch, like an unconscious habit, a gesture of seeking peace in the heart of a bustling city. And it's not just the dog's nose. The entire station has turned into a giant amulet. Touching the shoe of the schoolgirl statue is said to ward off illness. Touching the sailor's pistol is believed to bring success in business. But there is a curse. Never, under any circumstances, touch the rooster's comb in the farm girl's hands. Muscovites tell each other that whoever rubs the rooster's comb will face ultimate bad luck. That curse is so powerful that the rooster's comb remains pitch black to this day. No one dares to risk polishing it. That is how the Russian people have reclaimed history. They turned political statues into friends, into local deities, sheltering small, everyday dreams. Ploshchad Revolyutsii is a testament that beauty and faith can always blossom from what seem to be the most inanimate blocks of metal. Thank you for listening to the story of these bronze ghosts. Our video series Deciphering the Mysteries of the Moscow Metro concludes here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and let us know in the comments. Which station left the deepest impression on you? Goodbye and see you in our next journeys. Farewell, Moscow.